Hey, Mr. Clash here with another war recap. Wednesday. Not on a Wednesday, but that's what we're calling it because it's a bit of alliteration with War Wednesday. Sounds good in theory. If I could come up with words for every day of the week, I would. Fight Friday, Tuesday night fights, Monday night fights. Anyway, Acid Rain versus Russian Empire. I was in Russian Empire for Season 2 of NDL. For what we started off with was going to be a division-wide recap every week, and that was just not going to be feasible. It was going to be looking at 5 hours of visiting clans just to catch a few replays of each clan. So I had popped into Russian Empire, saw their war. I knew how good these guys were, so I'm not really that surprised at the result, although it was a little bit closer than we thought. There are a few little things that need improvement. Obviously, Acid Rain did not clear all the Town Hall 9s. So this is like the second war in a row, or depending which order you watch them, in the same week that all the Town Hall 9s were not cleared in NDL. And of course, the difference then being 3 stars. Let's just have a look here at the top. Yeah, you can start to see that's not looking so good down there. And just at the top there, yep, okay. So let's get into it. Not going to have a look at that Town Hall 11 attack. What we're going to have a look at is, 6 packs before we get into it. Okay, 6 packs. There's only 4 6-packs in this war. So instead of the long list of names, we've only got 4. Hades, Bladuts for Town Hall 10. Both of them had Town Hall 10 6-packs. And for Town Hall 9s, we had the Dude and someone called Mr. They were the 6-packs. So what we're going to do is have a look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks in this war. They all have a little bit something different to show. So let's just dive straight into this. Hades, one of the 6-pack getters. Going to have a look at that. Okay, so where we're looking at, we've got the Siege Machine, 28 Hogs, 1 Rage. What we might do is have a look at all of these at double speed. It's not too fast, and it still enabled us to have a little bit of a look. So you can see a bit of a freebie here on that one. Clan Castle's come out. A bit of a dragon in the Clan Castle. I haven't seen an old dragon Clan Castle since, for the longest time. Remember when the poisons first came out, people would put dragons in the Clan Castle, and then you could just lure the dragon out and then just put a poison on him, wait for him to die, and then just launch the attack. I remember those days. Town Hall 8 dragons. The old dragon and balloon in the Town Hall 8. Okay, so we've got 26 hogs to come. Siege is popped. Queen's going to take out that Inferno Tower under cloak. Boop, down it goes. And now I've just got the hogs. Nowhere else to go. So you notice the deployment there of the hogs. Being able to predict the pathing, there was nowhere else for it to go. And look at that. Nice little straight run all the way down the outside. You just know absolutely that there's going to be a bunch of spring traps. Boop, there they go. Last heal spell down. Oh, there's some... they look extra funny at speed. Anyway, nice wizards clean up there top. And we don't have any trolls down the bottom. So nice little hog 3-star attack from Hades. So now that one's done, let's get into, just wait for it to finish. Okay. Here's the troop combo if you want to try that one out. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. All right. We've got miners. Miners in the house. Check it out. 2 free spell, 5 heals, 37 miners. I've got a sneaky feeling there are miners in the Clan Castle too. Let's just have a look at it. Now, this was a cleanup hit, so the Clan Castle was known. So, yes, if you're wondering why weren't any poisons brought for the Clan Castle, you will see. Because obviously what's in the Clan Castle is not a threat to the miners. So the miners are making a little bit of a comeback. Quite a little bit of a suey going on up the top up there. And, of course, the Siege Machine is going to come in as well. The beauty of the Siege Machine is that the miners rush forward a little bit. They take a little bit of a heat. The Siege Machine sort of backs up as it comes through. Then the miners go underground. And then the weapons target the Siege Machine. And then the miners get through unscathed. And, of course, the Siege Machine has got a lot of health. And of course, you notice that the 2 freeze spells to help keep things under control and allow the miners to get through. Expos seem to be a problem with miners, as do Infernos with Skellies traps. However, not in this case. So we've got a minute left. Let's speed that up. Sorry about that. I forgot to speed it up. We want to get through everybody's attacks. And I was just so engrossed by seeing the miners. Haven't seen miners in the longest time. Of course, miners was a nice favourite troop by the Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10 engineers. They just upgrade miners because it's, you know, it's an elixir troop, doesn't cost them dark elixir. And then, of course, they just spam miners, max miners onto a Town Hall 9 and go, wow, look at me, aren't I great? I engineered a Town Hall 10 so I could smack Town Hall 9s. I'm a really good attacker. Yeah, real good. But Bladzoot's attack, that was really nice. Let's have a look at the next one. Okay, let's get in there. So what you're going to see here generally, even though this is a hog attack, all of these attacks have something a little bit different about them. So there's the Town Hall. So you know that the siege machine is going to come from at the top or over there somewhere. That's the feeling you have. Queen Walk over on this side. Let's get the thing sped up a little bit and just see what sort of plan the attacker has. Okay, clearing that area on the left-hand side, so the Queen he doesn't want the Queen to walk there. We've got the Barb King down the bottom with a Wizzy. Okay, raised wall breakers to crack in, and look at that. Hound has come out of the clan castle, so King's gone in, dealt with the ground troops. Now we've got that single little hog on there, of course getting shot by this archer, but it doesn't matter. Just help the Queen a little bit longer. Poison spell on the larval pups. And now we're just waiting for 23 hogs. Oh, we've still got the siege machine too. So this is the really interesting one. There's no golems in this attack. I thought this was pretty interesting to say the least. There's not a single golem in the attack. You notice that he also deployed the hogs from the Queen's side. Not saying that's a definitive thing to do. Obviously, it fit in with his plan, seeing as the siege machine was coming in at the top. But it's at least something to keep in the back of your mind, that where you pummel in, if the Queen starts to go one way or another, we always, experienced hoggers tend to do this a little bit naturally, maybe change the plan a little bit, only a little bit, because sometimes the Queen does what you want and you can stick with your original plan. But I wanted to show this one because it was a Queen walk and a hog attack, but it didn't have any golems in it. The siege machine was the thing, and that also had 7 extra hogs in it. So again, as I say with all of these, try them out in your clan in friendly challenges. Let's have a look at the next one. Of course, what would be a Town Hall 10 recap without a Bow Witch in it at some description? 3 rage, 1 jump, and 1 frozen spell. Now, the interesting thing about this one is that there were a few little tab issues going on during the attack, and that was namely that the troop selector would not select the freeze spell. And so what had actually happened was a frozen spell was dropped in place of the freeze spell. So you'll see that in a moment. It'll be on this Inferno tower just around the left here. Nice little line of witches. This was a fresh hit too, by the way. So seeing the Lava Hound come out, I was like, okay, don't need the poison spell. Save the poison spell because, you know, the poison spell was at the ready. But of course, it wasn't able. Come on. We're trying to drop it, trying to drop on that Inferno tower. Nothing's happening, and then suddenly it drops, and it's a damn poison spell. So it was like, oh, quick, change the freeze. Now, didn't even look at what was actually going on at that point, just sort of saw the poison go down, and then just quickly reacted as quick as possible to grab the freeze spell. But by then, it kind of proves that the freeze spell wasn't really needed, and possibly could have been used somewhere else at this point in the attack, just to help a few other troops survive. Why aren't we watching this at speed? Come on, mister. Get with the program. Okay, jump spell over there. Skellies are pathing out of that jump spell really quite nicely. Do help a little bit. Queen's going to have to shoot that wall to stop the cannon getting out. There she goes. Shoots the wall. Cannon's distracted by the archer towers. Archer tower, Skelly. Yeah, so easy to mix them up. Look at all the troops left. I think there are 5 witches that were left in that attack at the end. So that's a tremendous amount of witch spawning skeleton power. Let's get on to... Oh, we're on to the Town Hall Knights. All right, what I love about this one is the Queen kill. Check it out. 5 skeleton spells on this attack. So it's a suey attack. So the king and queen are going to come in up top here, do a bit of a suey, and then as the attack progresses, 3 haste, 1 rage. The rage is going to be dropped somewhere here. There we go. And we'll get those spells underway. Take out the queen. Take out the CC. How awesome is that? Don't even worry about the CC, and a couple of archer towers go down as well. Everything you want for a nice little air raid going on. So the queen's taken out, the king's taken out the first air defense with the aid of the queen a little bit. At this point, you're kind of hoping the queen will get some extra work done. Of course, that nice little hallway in the base helping the queen take out air defense, expo, and sweeper. So bring in the hogs, bring in the loons. Let's just get this cranked up at speed. It was a nice little Town Hall 9 attack. Now you've got that nice little short horseshoe shape. Things will path around. 2 more haste spells to go. Over into this area here. Coming in from behind the sweeper, so that's lovely. And may not even use both haste spells. I can't really remember now. So there we go, bringing the last of the balloons in. Still have the 2 haste spells up the sleeve. The Wizzy Tower being distracted by this balloon. And that was it. And there we go. Yeah, look at the Lava Hounds. Still 2 unpopped Lava Hounds. So this base was totally wrecked by Blair. Let's have a look at the next one. Okay, we've got a Queen Walk Varboho or Bovaho. Whichever way you want to pronounce it, just mix and match. Minion taking out a little bit of a camp. Queen Walk at the bottom. Look, a bit of a Troll Tesla going on there. I don't remember if any of these were fresh hits. I believe one of them was, and it may have been this one or it may have been the first one. I just remember seeing it. So seeing the attack. So I know one of them is a fresh hit. So nice little funnel created up there. Valkyries, bowlers, always a powerful combination. A little bit hard to predict. So there is that little bit of unpredictability, such as the king deciding he wants to go out there. And look, he's taken the Valkyries with him while the queen has stayed inside. So the queen was able to go inside this time instead of just running around on the outside without even making it in. And now here come the backhand hogs. Nine backhand hogs. Obviously, with only 9 backhand hogs, you kind of need the rest of the troops to take out a really good portion of the base. But this is a very powerful attack at Town Hall 9. It's not as simple maybe as some witches. Might take a little bit more planning, but very effective nonetheless. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. And I believe the next one will be the last one. I particularly like this attack because of the way that it wasn't quite a penta, but the way that the queen gets dealt with, the clan castle law, the way the clan castle gets dealt with, and I just enjoyed it as an attack. Obviously, the first thought was when coming up with a plan, or at least my first thought as a Town Hall 9 sort of looking at it, was how easy it would have been to lure the clan castle, and of course that forever wandering question: is there a little Troll Tesla here or somewhere? You could drop it there. That's the obvious spot. The king will come and wreck the hog. Anyway, there we go. We've got 1 hog to do a little bit of a lure. So let's have a look at that. So the hog goes down, and that's it. The hog didn't last very long. So king goes down for distraction and as a bit of an anchor to help get the troops out of the middle. Baby dragon's really the prime concern here at this stage. Witches don't bother a air attack, but now that they're out, the queen has to kind of deal with them. And then, of course, the other one's a goblin, so no biggie there. But once the queen gets to take care of the witch, it's time to go in. And, yeah, there we go. Here we go. Well, let's just get rid of that radius here. Lava hounds in. 2 lava hounds, 3 balloons, 3 balloons, 3 balloons. And we've got 4 rages and 1 skelly spell. So just have a look. Really nice deep rage on that one. Good patience on the rage. Same with this second one. Hasn't even dropped it yet on this one. And still hasn't. So the 3rd lava hound's coming in now. And I believe that one's from the clan castle. So all the air defense, just about all the air defenses are taken out. 1 more rage spell and the queen's still up. And coming in at the expos is the last 2. Now just keep an eye on the queen. You're going to see some pups and of course Rage Skelly take out the queen. So at this point I saw the balloons all pathing over and I thought, oh no, that's really not what the attacker wants. But it's just way too many balloons, plus considering that there is a rage spell left, the queen, the attacking queen is still up as well. So here we go, a little bit of a rage spell, and Skelly's dropped. So with a queen, rage spell and pups all targeting the defending queen, she didn't stand a chance at all. She'd actually get tied up trying to shoot Skellies, and when she's not shooting a Skelly, she'd have to refocus, retarget to shoot a pup, and by the time she's done that, the Skellies have done a tremendous amount of damage onto her. So balloons coming around just to clean this final little pieces of trash up. And yeah, I think we've only got one lava hound. There's one lava hound. So one lava hound didn't pop. So it was a very nice attack from Sachin, very well thought out as well. So okay, let's have a look at the stats. See where we're at in this war. Obviously, Acid Rain lost. We'll have a look at the attacks. 59 attacks used, 51 used. Obviously, the Russian Empire didn't need to use any more. And I hadn't actually even had a look down their side to see which ones they did. They didn't bother using at all. Okay, 51 1, 59 1, 9 remaining, 1 remaining, 24 3 stars versus 27, 3, 6. And there we have it. No 1 stars, new stars per attack. Look, those things, the numbers are kind of useless, really. 97.3% versus 98.7%. I did see a couple of really high percentage attacks from Acid Rain, but by and large, you'd have to say that Russian Empire wasn't really in any threat at all on this one. So that is it for the war recap on behalf of Acid Rain for Acid Rain in the No Dip League NDL welterweight division against Russian Empire, who were last year's runners-up, I believe, in welter, but have also been known to take out some semi-pro clans as well. So that's it for this recap. Leave the video a thumb up. Let me know what your favourite attack was. I actually have a little bit of a soft spot for the Queen Walk with no the Queen Walk Hogs with no Golem as a Town Hall 10. I like that, and I really quite like the Queen and CC kill on base 14 that we saw with the Rage and 4-5 Skelly spells. I like both of those. I liked all of the attacks, and I wanted to show you something different. So there we have it. So as I said, like, share, thumb up, subscribe, whatever you got to do. Leave a comment. Do please let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.